This is 6-time IFBB Bikini Pro Champion Brina Martinez, and I take ZMA5 to make sure that I get the zinc, magnesium, and vitamin B6 needed to keep my immune system healthy and snack strong.
Brain Maxwell will be your opponent here. Let's talk about your move to boxing. What spurred this? How long have you worked to train for this fight? How are you feeling enter Sunday night?
I feel good. I feel really good. Obviously, I've been using boxing to prepare for football season throughout the year, so about 20 years, but never actually having to do it to this magnitude. Sparring, yes. Working out, yes, to prepare for football. But to prepare for an actual fight of this magnitude, I've never done it against an actual fighter that is good at what he does. This is what he does for a living. So I'm not taking it lightly. I'm looking forward to having fun after fine-tuning those things that should be fine-tuned up.
You've caught passes for a living to great success. People are going to tune in to see if you catch that fade or you're the one delivering it on this one. How does the stage compare? You've been on the brightest of brightest stages in the NFL. This is different circumstances, different stakes. How does that nerves level? You feel like you've done this before?
Nah, always nervous. Even football. Before every kickoff, I'm nervous. To sit up here and say I'm not nervous going into something where I'm out of my element, I'd be a fool to say that, and I'd be lying, I'm excited. One thing that I'm extremely, extremely good at is when there's cameras, there's lights, and there's a crowd. I'm good at one thing, and that's entertaining.
And like I've told everybody, I'm still baffled. I still don't know how my name came about. But, like everybody said, who is Brain Maxwell? It's been a trending topic on every social media. Who is Brain Maxwell? Well, guess what? Today, y'all know who Brain Maxwell is. And, I'm excited about this. I feel like it's a perfect matchup for me. It's a perfect matchup for Chad. The best of both worlds. Coming from a fan, my running hashtag on social media has been idols become rivals. And, this is the perfect moment for it at a perfect time for me and him. So, like I told him over the phone, I'm a huge fanboy. But the fanboy has gone out the window. Now we have to entertain. And that's what we're going to do.
This gives you an opportunity as well, with all the attention added onto this card, with Chad being here, for you to raise your profile in your name. You're southpaw. You've got one pro boxing fight under your record. How do you go in there? You go in there going for the knockout to win this thing and make a big splash?
Like I said, we're going to entertain. That's what he does. That's what I do. I fight, but with this, it's exhibition. We're coming to entertain the fans and put on a show. But also at the same point in time, we're two men in front of each other that's got to fight. So, no matter the outcome, we're going to put on a great fight.
First of all, I want to thank God and TMT Promotion, Showtime, and everyone for putting this event together and having everyone here today. But most definitely, man, this is a one-time stop, everyone knows I have unfinished business at 154. We're up here at 160 right now, taking on Luis Arias. I'm not looking past him or anything like that, but we're definitely stopping here to go back to 154 because I have a lot of things I want to finish.
When we saw you return on Showtime from the loss and losing your world titles at 154, I saw maybe a different Jarrett Swift Hurd. New trainer, slick boxing style, but we know you as the dog who gets up in there and makes things dirty. What version are we going to see on Sunday?
Oh, listen, man, most definitely. We had an amazing training camp with my new coach, Kay Karoma. We took things out in Colorado Springs, where the altitude is. And, I have a chip on my shoulder, man. I think a lot of people forgot who I was, I was a unified champion. I have, if not the best resume at 154. And, come Sunday night, I promise you, I'm going to remind everybody who I am. I don't know what the odds are or would they rank me at 154, but I am the best in the division. I was number one for a reason. I had one hiccup in my career, and I'm coming to show that Sunday night.
We, of course, want to transfer to Lewis and get his thoughts. But on the way out, Jared, I did want to ask you, there's been a lot of talk between you guys on social media. It's become a heated build-up to this fight. Is it going to be strictly business on Sunday?
It's always strictly business, man. But, it's something up with him. He's obsessed with my weight. Everything is about weight. He thinks I'm struggling to make a weight. I fight lower than this, He needs to focus on what he needs to do Sunday night because I never miss weight. I'm never going to miss weight. That's the last thing to worry about.
That goes to show me the type of camp that he had. Like, he come in here talking about 154. The fight got brought to me at 154. Then it got changed like a couple weeks before the fight. You know what I mean? So, but it is what it is. It was him who decided to get over 200 pounds. It's him who has to come down, and it's him who has to struggle to get down. You don't lose 200 pounds in a couple months easy. So, and he's the one that started with the pizza shit. I was eating good, healthy, clean, and he complaining about the weight and tagging me about some pizza. But you know, it is what it is. We're professionals. You know, we got to sell the fight. But there's not a fight that you really got to sell. I think the narrative is, you know, they need an opponent for Jared Hurd, and I ain't been looking too good lately. But people tend to forget that I was 19-0, 18-0 before I first got my first blemish. When I was with Floyd Mayweather, I was 8-9-0, and that was when I was most comfortable. And that's the mentality that I'm taking into this fight. I've been around Floyd since December. I've been in Vegas training in the altitude, just like you, since December. So I'm in tip-top shape ready for this fight. He still has to figure out how he's going to fight. I know the spotlight is on us, given what Badu's Jack falling off because Pascal was an idiot. You know, now the boxing world is going to be watching this fight. So I'm going to be on my P's and Q's. I'm going to be there. He won't have to look for me, and he'll pick and choose, you know, once he gets hit on Sunday, the style he wants to fight.
What does this fight mean to your career right now? Because you've been in there with the best in and around this weight class. Maybe you had some losses like you mentioned. Is this must win for you?
Yeah, I mean, this is definitely, like I said, every fight that I've had was strategic. These last couple fights were all strategic, and guys with names who were in good positions. At 160, the fight don't do nothing for me because he's not proven. But like you said, he keeps saying he wants to move down to 154 pounds. This is a great name on my resume. You know, as you can tell, I haven't ducked not one fight. Every name that came up to me, I've taken. When his name got brought up, I said absolutely. The first thing I said was, what weight, you know? So, like I said, I'm ready. I'm a true fighter. I'm an old school fighter. I'll fight you in this backyard, that backyard, any backyard. And Sunday, it'll show.
First of all, I want to say Assalamu alaikum to all the Muslims in attendance. I mean, he's a late replacement. I'm just thankful that I'm still fighting. You know, Pascal is a dirty fighter, 4 different steroids, EPO, I can't even pronounce the other ones. And you need to be taken, and you need to inject them, those steroids. So that's nothing that he took a little vitamin, it was, you know, by mistake. He know what he was doing. He's been doing that probably most of his career. You're not gonna, the first time you take something, you're not gonna take 4 different ones. So hopefully we can overturn the last fight that I still won with the steroids. So he knew what was going on. I beat his ass with steroids, and he had to take 3 more or whatever. So, yeah. I mean,
it's a new opponent in Dervin Colina that we mentioned, but still the same platform, co-feature on a giant event, Mayweather Paul. You're 37 years old. Is this the beginning of or maybe in the midst of a run, one more big run at the title for you?
I'm not 37, I'm 27. Yeah, like I said, Pascal, I'm not gonna stop talking about Pascal. Like, he should be in jail. Like, that's a crime. That's the same thing like Margarita with loaded gloves. Like, all those steroids, that's so bad. But yeah, now we got a new opponent, and you know, it's gonna be the same outcome. And I'm in great shape, I can't wait.
Now let's talk to that new opponent, Dervin Colina, unbeaten. Henry Revolta is here to translate for us, but Dervin, huge opportunity for you in your career. First time you're fighting on U.S. soil. How big is this to showcase what you do to the world on Sunday night?
Dervin, es la primera vez que llegas aquí a los Estados Unidos, vas a pelear en nuestra tierra. ¿Qué grande es esto para ti y qué mensaje tú tienes para la comunidad de los Estados Unidos?
No, primero que nada, agradecerle a Dios, agradecerle a Badullá por la oportunidad y bueno, yo vengo a dar lo mejor de mí. Yo estoy en plenas condiciones, en mis mejores condiciones. Yo nací para esto, llegó el momento y voy a demostrar y voy con la victoria.
First and foremost, I'd like to thank God. I'd like to thank Team Badu Jack for giving me this opportunity. This is what I do. I was born for this, and come Sunday, you guys will see what I do.
Dervin, about what you do, we will see on Sunday night. You're also the late last-minute replacement, so sometimes there can be less pressure in that regard. What do you hope to teach the public about exactly what you can do with this chance against a former 2-division champion and someone like Badu Jack?
Fuiste un reemplazo al último minuto. A veces eso significa que puede ser menos presión para la pelea. ¿Qué tú piensas que vas a poder decirle a la comunidad, al público, sobre esta pelea contra Badou Jack, un gran campeón?
Bueno, yo estaba entrenando para pelear. Yo iba a pelear el 11 de junio y se adelantó la fecha. Yo estoy en plenas condiciones. No hay excusas si fallo o no fallo. Yo vengo a ganar. Yo vine para acá fue a ganar y ando en plenas condiciones.
I was scheduled to fight June 11th on a Christy Martin card. The fight came a little bit earlier, June 6th, but I'm ready to fight. There's no excuses for this fight. I'm coming to win at all costs, and they'll see what I do on Sunday.
Yeah, well, really, originally the weight switch happened because of the passing of my father. You know, I was in camp, was planning to fight at 54, but I went home and take some time off to be with my family. And, you know, I didn't want to take too much time off, but during the time off, I did put on a few pounds, and I just struggled to make the weight back to 154. We just took it at 160.
Yeah, I meant to tell you my condolences to you the other day when I saw you yesterday.
Most
and
definitely, thank
second
you.
part question, Reyes, so with that being said, you know, he had a death in the family, went back home, picked up a couple of more pounds, so you still feel that he's struggling at 54. This is why he asked for the 60 catch weight.
I mean, he's the one that knows, but like I said, everyone's asked how he's made 54. I mean, he said himself that he's coming down for 200. I mean, that's 60 pounds. So he gonna tell you if he's struggling or not. I mean, he was eating pizza and tagging me, so I really don't know. He's the one that got the issue with the weight. But I had it made sense when they brought the fight. Like he said, he's ranked at 154 pounds. He's not ranked at 160. So the fight don't really make no sense at 160, especially if you want to fight at 54. But it's too big of an opportunity. It's too big of a card. Like, we're not going to bitch and complain about the weight. We're going to put our gloves on. We're going to go in there. It is what it is. He's going to weigh whatever hell he's going to weigh, as am I. We're going to go in there and we're going to entertain the fans. This is going to be the best fight in the card.
Man, we just took it back to the basics. You know, it's not too much that in this sport right now. We always can learn more. But, you know, I've been boxing for 15, 16 years now. So, you know, he just basically helped me evolve on things I already knew. And, you know, getting back to not just coming forward and using my size and strength, you know, to also move around the box a little.
Like I said, it's going to be the same outcome. I'm in great shape, and he's just another guy. But I respect him coming, you know, as a late replacement. But he also had a fight coming up, so I mean, I'm going to win the fight. If it's Pascal, if it's anyone, it don't matter. I mean, I'm very frustrated as far as the Pascal part. I mean, but I'm a professional. I can just adjust. It don't matter who they put in front of me. But I'm just, you know, disappointed because, I mean, I really won the first fight, and I waited 18 months to get my revenge. He backed up. The first fight we were supposed to fight in October. He wanted more money, you know, or more steroids, whatever he wanted. So, I mean, he's a criminal.
So are you going to take that out on, you know, your new opponent basically and show the frustration? Is that the mentality going into this fight? Like, you know what, I got to send a message to the world to show my frustration, or are you just coming out to, you know, perform as usual?
I mean, of course I have a little anger, and I might take it out on him, but it's nothing personal. It's just business. Floyd the body yet, but I know he's disappointed, and yeah, it is what it is.
I can speak to that. What do you say, Leonard?
Floyd was irate, you know, because obviously he's been a pioneer of this blood and urine testing for many years. Yep. And so his initial thoughts, I mean, he was going off, you know, and he's planning on coming out with something publicly about this, you know, this horrific thing that happened to Badou. But, you know, one thing about Badou, he's a consummate professional, and he'll go in there and take care of his business on Sunday night, and he'll have a big opportunity in his very next fight.
I mean, I've been working with Masvidal a little bit last month sometime, but the past 3 weeks I've been in Houston with the Charlo twins. So as far as Floyd goes, I haven't really bothered Floyd because he has his own stuff to handle. And other than that, I mean, most of my time, the bulk of the work has been in Houston with the Charlo twins, and with another trainer of mine down here from Miami, Ralph Jacobs. So I've been doing everything possible to make sure I look the par Sunday night and, not like a fish out of water.
Yep. And then last question. Obviously, you've been with us with BR Betting for a while, kind of part of the squad. Do you have anything to say to everyone who is now getting the chance to, ride on you for, this big bet, this event?
Well, the first thing you should do is do like I did when I played. Be cheap and save your money. That's why I'm still rich. That's it.
Copy that.
The funny fact that you said that there's a whole thing, obviously, where I combat myself versus science and eating healthy and really not being for it. Either you got it or you don't. Regardless of what you consume or regardless of what you put in your body, either you blessed and you work to get what you got and you're able to complete whatever it is, respect the craft it is that you do. But unfortunately, the past 2 months, I've had to eat fucking healthy and it's pissing me off. And y'all laughing, that shit ain't funny. Like, with the twins, I'm eating salad, I'm eating greens and asparagus and stuff with no fucking taste or seasoning. I'm sorry for cursing.
I'm here for it.
I'm sorry.
No, it's good. But this is showtime.
Yeah, all jokes aside, that's very upsetting. Very upsetting.
All right, Coach Anthony, I got a question for Chad, and then I got a question for Brian. But Chad, is Chad and Ochocino two different people? When you was playing football, you seemed to talk a lot more. You had a different energy. You seem real humble up here. Is there something different now that you're stepping into a boxing ring?
But I'm out of my element. Of course you approach it humbly, Dude coming to knock my fucking head off. You mean I'm being humble. I'm nervous.
I mean, but don't you got to keep that same energy though? Don't you got to keep the same energy that got you where you are? This is still a sport.
You keep that same energy when it's something that you know and you've done all your life. That's when you come up there and you be arrogant, you be cocky. That's why I walked the way I did. I'm stepping into a ring. I'm sitting on the panel with dudes that do this for a living. This ain't nothing to take lightly. Coming here being arrogant. This ain't what I do. The fight that I fight ain't in the ring.
Like I've always told everybody else, I followed this man since day one. I know his every move. I modeled myself after him. It's like fighting myself. And, I'm going to be humble about this from the second I found out about this fight until the fight ends tomorrow. This is what I do. We're but two men that are going to put on a show tomorrow.
What round are you going to knock him out?
That has been the question, huh? Everybody's been wondering that. And like I said, I'm here to entertain. I'm here to have fun. This is a great opportunity.
Hey, well, sir, what's your name? Yeah. Who you work with?
I'm for myself, Coach Anthony. I work for myself, Coach Anthony Boxing. Okay. I'm a professional boxing trainer.
Okay.
I've been doing this for a long time. I'm just asking some questions, my man.
Okay. I want to fight you on the next card.
Yo, that's what's up. Y'all heard it? Y'all heard it? Thank you. Y'all heard it.
Leonard, can we book that?
Y'all heard it.
Down in front.
Thank you so much for watching this video, and make sure to subscribe for more videos
of your favorite fighters over here on Fight Up TV. And give us a follow online as well at Fight Up TV on Twitter and on Instagram. We appreciate it, guys.